What's up guys, I'm Xando, here with a game of Demolition on Crisis, in which I go 58 for 20 and I believe I get attack dogs. But what I'm going to talk about is my first impressions on Black Ops, as some people wanted to know them, and just generally to share my thoughts on the game. And before I start off with the negative things, because I do have a fair few negative things to talk about, I will say that I love the game, it's awesome, the multiplayer is really fun, it's possibly one of the most balanced COD games. I'm not going to say it definitely is yet, because I certainly think there are some things they need to patch, but I will get onto that. And I haven't finished the campaign, but what I've done so far is good, and apparently it's just epic overall, so I don't think campaign's going to be any sort of a letdown, and zombies is still good, Dead Ops is fun, and I haven't played the Pentagon zombie map because I also, still haven't finished campaign, but I played a fair bit of multiplayer, and yeah, generally very positive. I like the way the guns do the same damage they did in COD 4, pretty much. I'm not sure if that's the same as World at War because I didn't really play World at War, but I like the gun damages. I like the way submachine guns are actually short range guns now. You pretty much can't use them you can just about manage to use them mid-range, but if you try and use them long-range, I've had like one long-range submachine gun kill, and that was a guy like just sitting in prone across the map, and I just aimed at him and just went shoot, 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 and he died. It was a headshot, so. But yeah, so the things that I am getting pissed off at the moment on Black Ops, one of the highest on my list of annoyances is the knife lunge, because it's still ridiculous, and I feel kind of like it's longer than not having Commando in Modern Warfare 2, and I have been killed by what is pretty much the same distance as Commando lunge, and it's just really annoying because it's still taking all the skill out of close range shooting. Like every time I come up to someone and I go, this should be a gunfight, so much of the time I just get knifed immediately, and I like shoot bullets into them, get no hit markers, then they knife me, and it's just the most infuriating thing. And I have got a clip saved where it's literally a guy does get like Commando range lunge on me, and it was ridiculous. And there's quite a lot of aim assist on knifing as well. You don't really have to look at people at all to be like that. See, I definitely feel that should have been a gunfight, but he just immediately knifed me. And the amount of people who would they're not just using knife like only Use Me Blade does, but if they get into any short range fight, they just try and knife. There's only times I've had people like miss me with the knife because they've tried to do it outside the range, and then I've just shot them down. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. I have got a clip of me getting pretty much commandoed, and the aim assist is too much as well. So I think what they should do, someone suggested that they should keep the lunge but take away the aim assist, but that would be ridiculous because so long as someone's aiming at you, they still get the same lunge. So what I think they should do is pretty much about half the knife lunge, but keep the aim assist on. That way people won't get ridiculously lunged. You'll probably only knife if people will only knife if they're both trying to knife each other. It won't be like one person's trying to use the gun and the other person's knifing. So I think that'd be good, and to keep aim assist, but maybe make it slightly less, because like it's so annoying when you like run into a building, accidentally run past someone, then they knife you, and you watch the kill count, and they see you go past them, then just knife where you were, and their character like moves backwards and knifes you, or like spins, like without the person who knifed you having done that. It's just the game saying, oh yeah, you definitely knife them when. So yeah, I think knifing is kind of ridiculous at the moment. Also, the hit multipliers on the body are a lot different. I'm pretty sure they are. This is just a guess, because I've had moments where mid-range I've got a kill in 2 hit markers of the MP5K, so pretty much chest shots, and then close range I've had 4 hit markers and then been knifed, or close markers I've had 4 hit markers and then seem to die in 1 shot. But I think that's mostly me just shooting people sort of lower body, legs when I'm in close range fights, so can't really say that can be patched at all. Launchers are still goddamn annoying, and I don't know how launchers aren't cheap but quickscoping is. It's actually ridiculous. As I must have said before, quickscoping is easily the thing I love to do most in Call of Duty games, but the fact that they've just taken it out, just makes the game less fun. And the fact that launchers are still in, grenade launchers for assault rifles are still in. You can get grenade launchers on some submachine guns, which is ridiculous. And yeah, I did get attack dogs this game. And it's just really annoying. And they should cost a hell of a lot more COD points, or either just not be in the game. And the way they've patched quickscoping is really annoying as well. They could make it so that the bullet still goes where you're aiming, but give it a little sway. That way you have to control it more and it takes more skill. But quickscoping already took a bit more skill than hardscoping, and the vast majority of people who don't think that quickscoping takes much skill think that as you're scoping in you just get a hell of a lot of auto aim, and it's like abusing the auto aim, but it's really not, because it still scopes in where you were aiming, so you have to have been aiming at the guy, or if you weren't you have to like drag into it. So I'm annoyed by the fact that quickscoping was taken out, but I doubt they're going to change anything about that anytime soon, even if people make a petition and get like loads of people to sign it. It's just that because when they like shipped the discs, quickscoping worked, but then the first title update, which came out before the game was even released, patched quickscoping and just completely nerfed it. So yeah, and launchers are still in the game. If you ask me, the only launcher should be one that is anti-aircraft only and can only lock onto aircraft, because that would be awesome, because that way you still have something to take down aircraft, but you're not getting shot by RPGs all the time. And there are so many people who are clearly the people running around with One Manami and Danger Close on Modern Warfare 2 who have only bought launchers or grenade launchers. I got killed so many times once in a game by a guy running around with an M16 and a grenade launcher, and literally the only thing he had bought with his core points was a grenade launcher. It was so annoying. Special grenades are also kind of annoying, because like concussion grenades, which is pretty much the equivalent of stuns, seem far less powerful than stuns were in Modern Warfare 2, and like Nova Gas seems pretty damn powerful because you can't move, you're taking damage, it's hard to get out of. Flash grenades last really long, but I don't know, I've never really liked special grenades and would prefer a game where they're not in, but doubt that's going to happen either. The game's also kind of encouraged people to just lie in prone around corners as well, but I think that's mainly because Infinity Ward made every gun so damn powerful in Modern Warfare 2 that people got used to the ability to kill people in 1 or 2 shots of any gun, while this game is back to how it should be, which was like COD 4, but now people aren't used to that because they played Modern Warfare 2 so much, so they think the only way of countering it is camping, which is kind of annoying, so I blame Modern Warfare 2 really for that. That's mostly it for the list of annoyances. The RC car is really annoying because if I see one at least, I panic and I try and shoot it, but because I'm too busy panicking, I can't. And also sometimes it just comes up behind you and just explodes you, and it's just kind of like Predators were in Modern Warfare 2, the fact that they are just completely unavoidable, and it's a 3 kill streak instead of 5, which Predators were, so I guess it is shootable, but I certainly find it annoying. Also, I dislike the way that the anti-aircraft missile is unlocked at level 30, which takes quite a long time to get to, and that Ghost Pro you have to destroy 30 enemy aircraft using a non-kill streak, thing to take it down. Because it means that you can't get Ghost Pro pretty much until you're level 30 unless you have the patience to use the first launcher, which has lock-on but takes like 2 or 3 missiles to take an aircraft down, and I just find that annoying. I think that either aircraft should have been unlockable later, or the Stellar 3, I think it's called, the Stinger equivalent, should have been unlocked earlier. So I get killed by aircraft a lot because I don't want to use the first grenade launcher to shoot it down, because it would take too long, and I'd rather try and kill people. But I don't have Ghost Pro, and I also don't like staying in buildings, so this is probably also mainly me who gets annoyed by this sort of thing, because I do just like to rush and rush and rush, and so I get killed by choppers a lot. But yeah, that is definitely it for the list of complaints now. So that is absolutely awesome. I haven't tried that many guns. I hadn't bought a gun in ages, and now I finally bought all the assault rifles because I want to use the G11 before I prestige, and I realised I had to buy all of them. And I bought the AK-74 because I was using the MP5K, which I found awesome, and a load of people kept telling me the AK-74U was better, so I bought that, bought grip and a suppressor, and I think it is slightly better, but I like using them both. I'm more used to the MP5K because I've used it a lot more, and I still haven't used any of the assault rifles apart from like the M16. I've used the G11 offline. I've used the FAMAS, which is good. And yeah, I find all the guns are generally good. None of them are particularly overpowered. Snipers are still underpowered, as they have been since Call of Duty 4, but no, nothing's really going to be done, as I've said. Haven't really used LMGs, but I haven't been killed by them that much, and when I have, it doesn't seem like they're overpowered. And just a note of the gameplay, I was trying to get the Demolition Beast challenge, which is get in the top score of 2 demolition games within an hour. I think this was a contract, and I didn't do it the first game because there was someone on the other team who I was pretty much constantly battling for the top score for, and he overtook me at the end. Second game I did it. Third game, a guy on my team overtook me at the end because he somehow managed to find all the enemies in the last 2 minutes of the game while I was running around not able to find anyone. And then this was my 4th game, and when the game started I only had 10 minutes left, so I realised that I had to do it this game or I was going to fail the contract. So what I was trying to do was firstly end the demolition game as soon as possible, because I didn't realise that, because I had 10 minutes left, but this game lasted 12 minutes, but I still got the contract, so I think so long as the game is still going, if the time's expired, then you can still get it, but if this game had ended, then I certainly would have lost that contract. So I was firstly trying to end the game as soon as possible, and secondly trying to get the highest score. So I was just rushing, slaying as many people as I could, and playing the objective. So I was the slayer and the objective player in this game. The amount of times I defuse or tried to defuse B in this round is ridiculous, and so many times, like, I think the game was on 3 seconds at one point and they managed to get another plant off. In fact, that may have been the time just there, and I was getting so annoyed because I didn't realise that I could overrun the time so long as the game didn't end. So I was like, come on, I need to get this contract. And like here you can see their whole team are just guarding this room, and I take down as many people as I can, but eventually die, and I think possibly my teammates defuse it here. If not, I managed to get in. But so I did get a huge score because I got 58 kills and a lot of plants and defusers. Yeah, you see, I still get the defuse even though that teammate was just standing in there, just not defusing. I don't know, maybe they wanted the game to go on longer, but I just wanted the game to end as fast as possible. So, and there we go, 58 for 28, 2 plants, 3 diffusers. I think that's what it says. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this gameplay. Leave a comment on what you agree with or disagree with about my complaints about multiplayer, or if you have any complaints I didn't say. And be sure to like the video, because that will make you awesome. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.